One of my subscribers happens to live in Saudi Arabia, and he tells me that there are ISIS attacks and bombings in Saudi Arabia all the time. Now, the picture that you see in front of you is the car of the suicide bomber who attempted to carry out an attack Monday near the U.S. consulate in Western Saudi Arabia. The consulate's located in the city of Jeddah. The ministry issued a statement that said the attacker detonated his suicide vest when security guards approached him near the parking lot of a hospital. The attacker died and 2 security guards were lightly wounded. Some of the cars, obviously in the parking lot, were damaged when this guy detonated his vest. But inside the car was a ton of explosives. So why this guy was cruising around, possibly he was, checking out the place before he picked out a spot to drive his car to detonate it. But it was pretty close to the U.S. consulate, and that's why we're hearing about this now. According to my subscriber, as I indicated earlier, this kind of stuff happens all the time. So my question is, if ISIS is doing this, how come we're not hearing about all of the bombings inside of Saudi Arabia? Now, nobody at this point, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. And the Interior Ministry of Saudi Arabia didn't say whether the bomber intended to target the U.S. diplomatic compound, but that they are investigating. The ministry did say that the bomber was not, I repeat, not a Saudi citizen, but he was a resident within Saudi Arabia. But it didn't give any further details on his nationality. But obviously, if they knew he wasn't a citizen, they knew exactly who he was and where he came from. The picture of the car you see is pretty much the majority of the footage that is being shown in our country. Now, again, I haven't scanned all of the mainstream media outlets, so there may be additional footage that is available. Saudi Arabia is finally, I guess, acknowledging that they have been the target of the Islamic State's attacks, and that dozens of people have been killed. The extremist Saudi group views the Western allied Saudi monarchy and government as heretics because Saudi Arabia, I guess, has joined up with the U.S.-led coalition fighting ISIS in Iraq and Syria. In June, the ministry had reported 26 terrorist attacks in the kingdom in the past 2 years. And the ISIS affiliates have targeted minority Shiites and security officials. Monday's attack obviously came just days before the end of the holy month of Ramadan, during which observant Muslims fast daily from dawn to dusk. So again, my question is, how come we're not hearing about these attacks in Saudi Arabia, whereas we're hearing about various attacks in most of the other Muslim countries in the area? We need to get all the information, and the Saudis, it looks like, in my opinion, the chickens have come home to roost, and now I'll call them fanatics within ISIS are basically starting to become more active in their country. Thank you to my subscriber who hit me to this yesterday, and I didn't have time to get to it yesterday, but I'm getting to it today.